#1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Green's Bengals going up against Edelman's Patriots. So with that, let's get up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth. And it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes really good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
Second down following the run. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And the play clock's running down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a dump off to White. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Hey, 66. Let's go. Hey, check it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. There we go. Check 52.
Time running out here on the play clock. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey. Come on, let's go. 190.
On play action, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3-and-out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3-and-out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here we go. Grand 38. Ohio.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Play clock winding down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a carry for White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
20, 20, down!
On second down, here's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 55 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
It's second down. Dalton looking. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. Plenty of scoring here already. And we'll return to Foxborough after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. First and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he gets it to the former Patriot, Brandon LaFell. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
False start, offense. Still second down.
7 yards to go on second down. Dalton gives to Bernard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on second down. Brady to throw on second down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan, the 30. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
4 down, 4 down. 20. Easy. Watch the twist.
Now Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A play fake to Bolden. Now Brady. Caught left side. Bennett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
4 down. Alert. Mike 20. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
The play clock's running down. Now White. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hey, 4 down. 20.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
The point after try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They send Green to the left on his own.
Wide 20.
second down, Dalton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got time. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Holding offense. A penalty is declined.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime. Report. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it'll be Dalton again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Surveying the field. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Another chance for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
This will be Dalton again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw here, Dalton. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Patriots are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bengals just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. End of the first quarter. Gronkowski is by himself here, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. That takes the lead up to 10. Patriots lined up at the 5. Blunt's got it on the run, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Pats now up by 17. Final seconds of the half. Dalton's throw goes to the sideline, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 10. Patriots now late in the second quarter to once again sack the QB. This will go for a loss of 8.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Danny Amendola on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught outright. Amendola.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Jack it, reload. Easy. Watch out. Wait. Switch. Wait, 20.
him. This is Lewis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Brady to throw on second down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Now a toss play to Blunt. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Play clock winding down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And with that penalty, the offense in a tough spot here, 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Carry for Bernard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Dalton now to pass. To the left side here for Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Ooh, with a juke. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They slot Gronkowski out right. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Lewis. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. A Play fake to Bolden. Now Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4 down. Wait, 20. Wide 80.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
4 down, check, 4 down. Wait, 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
4 down. Wait, 20. Alabama. 52.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And in this situation with the lead, 4th